Hey everyone, how are we doing? I got the lights on. Everything's going good. Good to see you here if you're in the chat. I need to send out some announcements. Oh my gosh, I'm like all the way over here. Watch this. There we go. There we go. Good to see everyone. Who's here in the chat? Mubot's not even in the chat. No one's talking yet. So remember, if you are here in the chat and you say things, Mubot gives you points. That's the way it works. Points keep going up. And we are going to probably send out an announcement that gets people here. Let's do that. I think we'll talk about getting jump on your computer and doing data analytics 1. So, and I want to point out I have a visualization playlist. I think Mubot's awake right now. Mubot, you awake? Talk about the visualization playlist. So I do have a playlist walking through how to do there. Mubot has done it right there. We're going to pin that message. And so it is visual for the visualization playlist. And let's go look at the classes. I'm gonna send out an announcement. Announcement? Really? The internet's being weird. Internet is being internet-y. It's like not loading the pages. Why? No. But if you're here, say hey. Live stream. There we are. Let me click the link. Oh, now I can't hear my music. I think you can still. Okay, we got the link to the stream. And we go back over here. There's my music. Nice chill music. We can do any work during office hours. Announcement. Why is the internet being weird? I'm hardwired in. We're good to go on the internet. I'll get a haircut. You never know. Let's look at the hair and be like, maybe. Okay. Office hours currently live. Click here to join. Okay, there's that. And publish. Office hours current live. There we go. It's like, how do I say? Like, just join in, just ask questions. Office hours live. Okay. All I do is ask a question. I can start here, like I said, on, yeah, let's start with how to get jump on your computer. Okay. Let me go grab, I can X out all this. Boop. Mubot's awake. Thank you, Mubot. And let's get over here. We're getting jump. So let's talk about getting jump to start. And we are at 3. We'll go right here. 403. Stat 201. Downloading JMP. Here we go on download and jump. Let's do it. Okay, so on your computer, you want to go to OIT UTK downloads. That's where you want to first go. Just search that in your Google search and you'll see this appear. This is the OIT and a lot of great people over there running it and helping out, making UTverse. Shouts to Dan, shouts to Mark, shouts to Rosie, a lot of great people over there in OIT and they work super hard. You're going to log in right here. Actually, you're going to go to log in to download software. So go ahead and click that. I'm going to click it. I'm going to have to log in. You need to click it and you get to this login page right here. So make sure UT student, if you're doing this, go to the login right here. You'll probably be asked for your net ID and password and 2-factor. So we're going to do that. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, it's asking me another question. Am I on a UT computer? I'm actually on a UT computer. You're probably not. So do not click this. You want to click up here. I'm installing it on my personal computer. I'll click that and I'm not going to download it. I think there's just some slightly different options at what you have if you're installing on a UT computer, and maybe they also track it like what has been put on UT computers, what has been put on personal computers, and then they know the utilization of software. So you want to click, I am installing this on my personal computer, not a UTK computer, but don't worry UT, I'm not downloading anything right now. I'm just showing links for students so they can download it. You will continue on through. Okay. After you continue, you get to the following screen. Now, this is where you have to make a decision. SAS is statistical software right here, and Jump is a product of SAS. Now, we used to have Jump 15 on here. This is older version. You probably want to get, and you should get, Jump 17. If there's issues, let us know. So download Jump as soon as you can, because sometimes people have antivirus issues where the antivirus won't let you install it. Sometimes you have to update your Mac. There's different things that can occur, and the sooner we know, the better. So if you have a Mac, you want to click this one. If, well, I don't know. If you have a Mac, you want to click that one, not SPSS. If you have a Mac, you want to click this one. If you have a PC, you want to click this one right here. So make sure to do that. Mac, PC, make sure to click the right one. So I'm going to click the PC one right here. And you're going to click I have read the document, which is this document down below here, which just kind of tells you how to install it. I mean, it's really a long, you know what, they probably walk you through pretty well. It's a little long. It's not too hard to install it. And then we're going to download. I think I have, actually, you know what, I got to update my jump. I got to update my jump. So here, let's do this. Well, I guess I got to go back in time right here. We'll go back. I'm going to go get the, I'm on a UT computer. Okay, I'm installing this on a UT. And you get slightly different. I'm getting my SAS right, or my jump for Windows. And I'm doing it from the UT. Download software. Okay, so that's going to start the download. Your download has begun. You can see your download up there in the top right corner, downloading. And once you get your download, you're going to click your downloads and open that file. So here's the biggest thing though. When you get it on a PC, you need to extract it. So there it is right there. And you're just going to click that file that downloaded. I'm going to click it right here. And then I'm going to show you what you need to do. This is where PC users get stuck. Is now you have to go to extract all. Extract all. So when you click extract all, you're just going to click OK. Make sure you extract all the files. They are zipped up right now, making them a much smaller package. And you're going to extract them so you can use them. So if you're on a PC, you have to extract them. If you're on a Mac, you don't have to. You're just going to start clicking through the folders that we click through. So PC users, extract your files. Make sure this right here. Mac users, get ready. You're about to do the next steps with us. So I'm going to extract the files right here. Extract all to my Windows directory right there. Sure, my downloads. Cool. Extract all. It is extracting the files as we speak. That's what an extraction looks like of files. Pretty fast, 126 megabytes per second. And now we have the files have been extracted. So now that the files have been extracted right here, make sure it doesn't have the extract anymore. And now Mac users, you can join back in with us. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right here to the jump folder. You're going to double click. You're going to go down to jump right here. So you see a bunch of stuff. Don't worry. Just go to jump. If you see jump, double click. And there's nothing to do right here. So double click. It says Windows. Double click. Now Mac, I think you have two things. You'll see a .dmg if you're on a Mac. So if you're on a Mac, you'll see a .dmg. Make sure you just double click into jump whenever it says jump. And if you don't see anything you can do, just double click. And on a Mac, you will see a .dmg and another file. On a PC, you will see this. This is the install file right here. I'm going to go ahead and run the install file. Okay, I'm running the install file. Just double click the install file. It's asking me, do I want to install? And the answer is yes, I do want to install. We are getting the jump install on the screen. Jump install going through. Jump install up. Just going to walk you through the install here. Remove. Oh, I need to get the license file. So, sure. What happens if I remove it and then reinstall it? You'll just go through. Yours will do it differently. I need to get the license file, which I can talk about here next. Yours should be installing at this point. So you're going to go through the install process right here. So good stuff. So that is how to install. A lot of people should have it installing by now. And once it's installed, you should see jump down here in your bottom menu. I already have jump, so I don't really need to do that process right there. I have to update my jump license file though. You notice when I click jump right here, it's going to get mad at me and say your license file has expired. Probably very few people will have this issue. If you see this issue where it says your license file has expired, you have to go back in here. Samantha, good to see you here. How do you get the license and why do I need one? So UT has licenses to use jump. We're an academic institution. So if it says this right here, like Samantha, are you seeing this right here where it says your license file has expired? You don't have to register jump. If it says register, wait to register. So when you open jump the first time, it says, do you want to register? Just wait to register. And you should not be paying for jump either. I've had students be like, how much do I need to pay? I'm like, no, you're not paying. So if it says you need a license file, which some people might have, let me put right here, getting the license file. So we're going to do a new section right here. Stat tool 1, license or jump license file. If you need it. So if you open jump, hit wait to register, and if jump opens up, like you see, it says new data table and stuff. Mine is 2 boxes I can select. First is Excel add-on, and you don't need to do either of those if you don't want. Adam, good questions right there, and thank you for being here. Let's show you some points. You don't need to do either of those. They won't be used in the class. You could put them on if you want. They're just they're just additional things. So you don't need to do this right there. Thank you, Adam and Samantha, for being here. And then you get to ask, what do I need to click? And you don't need to do either of those. You can if you want, but they're not required. So I'm going to go over here since I need the license file and go to SAS. And then I'm going to go to Jump License Renewal because I've had Jump on this computer. And then I'm going to download the software. You need to click that first. And we'll download the Jump License Renewal. And there it is right there. Now, the Jump License Renewal is right here. It's been downloaded. And I'm going to double click and we're going to go into Windows. If you're Windows, go Windows. If you're Mac, go Mac. Windows, and I'm using Jump Pro 17, where we downloaded Jump Pro 17. Double click here, and this is the license file. So I could extract all this right here. I guess I will just extract all of them. Extract all. It's asking where I want to extract it to. You could put it in your downloads or somewhere else easier to find. I'm going to have to go into my downloads, then Jump Pro License Renewal folder, and kind of go through the same clicks. So when it says, where is your file? I have to go to my downloads folder. I have to go to the Jump Pro License folder, and then go inside of that. So we're going to go ahead and click extract, and that'll extract all the files. Okay. So all of the files have been extracted now, and when I go back over here to Jump, I have to open the license. This is going to bring up a search window here on my computer, which is going to allow me to try to navigate to this area, which is in my downloads, then my Jump license folders, and I'm going to do it right here. So I'm going to open, and I am in my downloads, and here it is right here. I went into my downloads, as you can see. Oh my gosh. What is it doing? What is it doing? What is it doing? It's just got to be, it's being, sure, I'll do it over here. And all you need to do then is click the file. I know you can't see the screen right now. Open, they're doing construction over there. So you click the file. I think a lot of people can do it. Please tell me if you get stuck. Once you click the file, for me, the file opens up, and you don't open the file when it asks you for the file, you do it. So only if it says needs the license file. So does that make sense, Samantha? You don't have to open the license file unless it says, I need the license file. You put in your name right here. So Brian S, don't put in my name, Department, BAS, or you could just put in student or whatever. I don't even think a lot of people look at this. So, you probably put in student, you're fine. And you only have to do that if it asks for the license when you boot up Jump. If you boot up Jump and you get the following right here, where you see kind of a window like this, or it says like new files, I think the Mac shows a slightly different screen, you're good to go. And you can see you're in Jump if you go here and go to like File, New Data Table. Did anyone get to this part right here where they can open data up and they can see data? Or at least they have Jump at the top of the screen. If you're on a Mac, you can hit Command Spacebar, type Jump. If you're on a PC, you can click your Windows button, type Jump. And if you see Jump right there, you're good to go. I think we got, probably some people have moved along. They're doing construction over there in the other room. How are people doing? Do people have Jump downloaded? Do people have it installing? Let me know where you're at. If it doesn't ask you for the license file, you don't have to put one in. I think a lot of times it doesn't. They kind of fixed it lately that if you've put Jump on your computer new, it already knows it has the license. So thank you for OIT and everyone doing that. How you doing, Samantha? How you doing, Adam? There's a beginner's tutorial. Yes, that's it. Sorry, Adam, I missed that comment. Adam, Jump is now downloaded for me. There is a beginner's tutorial. Yes, and you can turn that off if you want, like uncheck beginner's tutorial. I think I will take a look at them here now. Yeah, do that. That's a good idea. Just checking out. Yeah, always look at the tutorial stuff. I should turn it off, but no, check it out. Adam is there. Samantha looks to be there too. A lot of times it doesn't ask you for the license file. It used to in the past. So good stuff. That's how to get Jump. You can probably do it in about 5 minutes, get Jump. And now it's gonna, I think I'm getting there. Nice. And let me know if you have any questions on where you're at, because now what we can do is we can actually do the first assignment. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the first assignment on the data analytics. Really, it's just about getting, you're welcome. Thank you, Samantha. The first assignment on data analytics, biggest suggestion I have for you is start early. Start early. You could run into where your computer won't run something, you can't get something working, and then you miss it. And we only have one more day to get this done. So here it is right here. You know what I should do? I should put a help video on here. Let's go to the visualization playlist. We're going to put the help videos on here. People can also check out today's office hours. But I made a full playlist right here going through how to do things like installing Jump. And so I've already made videos on this. And we'll go right here. Back in the day, longer hair. I'll miss it. And we'll go to edit the assignment. And we'll say, click here for video help on all visualizations. And so I think I have it currently linked to the one. Yeah, it says playlist number 2. Okay, so we'll put this link on here, Control K. Control K is quick key for that. And we're good to go. Save assignment. There we go. More help at the top. You know, we're gonna make that bigger text. People be like, what? Click this? No. Sure. It's fine by me. More people click it. Where is the... There it is. Center. Yep. Cool, big announcement. Okay, now let's talk about how to do visualization number 1. If you're here in chat right now, I'm going to give you some help and we will get visualization number 1 done. That's the way I like to do this, is get our work done while we're here during office hours. So 1743, stat tool 1, data analytics, number 1. Okay, so basically the point of this data analytics assignment is to know you have Jump installed. Because if you have Jump installed, this takes seconds. You think I'm lying to you? Watch this. Go over here, tables, subset, and then that, sure, or don't put in what I put in. There you go. And we're done. I just have to screenshot this. Screenshot this, throw this in a Word document, I'm done. That's it. We're gonna go through it more slowly, but as you can tell, if you have Jump installed and you download the files, you're good to go. So I asked this of you. Always look at the rubrics. The rubrics tell you how you're graded. On this assignment, you will be graded on putting this information in your Word document. What information? This information right here. So even if you don't have Jump installed, you could probably just put that in a Word document and they'd have to give you 2 points. And I think they have to give you 6 points for submitting. So I'm just saying, even if you don't have Jump installed, you can't get Jump installed, you could probably submit and argue, be like, hey, I didn't have a screenshot of my data. I didn't take a random sample. I didn't take a screenshot. No screenshot, no random sample. 6 points for assignment completed, 2 points for my information. I made an 80. You could not have Jump and make an 80. That's what I'm saying. Look at the rubric. This is the Jump component. You want to make the 100, but I'm just saying. So in other words, I'm going to open up a Word document here. So to be very clear, the grading on the assignments should be, as we do, if you go over here, take this information right here, copy paste, go back to your Word document. Where's my Word document? And paste it in. Your name, put your name, fill this information in, turn this in, you should have an 80. Make sure to fill in this right here, your instructor's name, your UTK email, your section number. My classes are section 4 and section 14. They shouldn't be mean on this. Just helps us know who you are, because we've had issues where someone turns something in and then seeing it here lets us know who made the document, all that good stuff. You will download this Jump file right here, and when you download it, take a look. It's got this little icon. This icon indicates a little more yellow on a Mac, but that icon indicates this is a Jump file. So when you click it, it opens up a Jump file. This is the file you will be using. I'll be using a separate one here. Now, if you just downloaded that file and you clicked it and it didn't open up in Jump, it tried to open up in Notepad or something, you probably don't have Jump installed. So go back to the start of this video and work on installing Jump, or contact us. It could also be that the file extension is being used by another program. So to fix that, if you are in Jump anywhere, you could go to File, Open, and open the file via Jump. If that doesn't work, contact us immediately. Once again, I want to reiterate, if you're having problems, please reach out. Like, I have students say, I haven't gotten Jump installed and it's midway through the semester. Don't let that be you. Just let us know. This is the file you'll be using right here. It looks like this. Make sure to use this file. So what I'm going to do, as to not take a screenshot people could use, is I'm going to use Pokemon data. I love Pokemon. And with this Pokemon data, I'm going to do the exact same things you're doing. I'm going to go here and take a random sample. So to take a random sample, which is what you're required to do, you go to Tables, Subset. Tables, Subset. Click Tables, Subset. Once you click Tables, Subset, you will see a menu right here showing you how to take a random sample. We're going to do a random sample size of 100 plus the last two of our UTID. So if my UTID is 484854455, I do the 55 because the last two numbers were 55. This lets us know it's your work. So make sure to use your random or your UTID for your random sample size, 100 plus the last two of your UTID. Here's the thing, we do change the amount different semesters. So I'm going to go down here and look and make sure that it is 100 plus the last two of your UTID. And here it says right here, 100 plus the last two of your UTID, and even tells you how to do it right there, the steps. So now we are going to click it again and click OK. Do not take a screenshot of this right here. We're going to click OK. And now if you look, we have 155 right there. We're going to make the window a little bit smaller. And here's what you need to do. You need to take a screenshot. Now I'm going to do this the wrong way to begin with, and then I'm going to do it the right way. Be very careful. I'm going to go right here to Snipping Tool on a PC. You can click the Window button and type SNIP for Snipping Tool. Click the Window button. It's the button on your computer that says Window on the bottom left. Or just search for Snipping Tool down here in the search menu. Also on a Mac, you can hit Command-Shift-4. Command on the left, Shift-4 for an isolated screenshot. You want to take a screenshot just like this. Perfect. Needs to show the sample size, and actually I'm doing it the right way to begin with, and I'll show you the wrong way. So this is the right screenshot right here. If you look, we can see the sample size over there, we can see the data, we can see your rows to see this is your work. But what a lot of people do is a lot of people take screenshots that look something like this. Command-Shift-3 on a Mac will do this. It'll get you a full screenshot, and then they drop this into their Word document. So this would lose points. If you look at the rubric, once again, always look at the rubric. Down here on the rubric, it says, for screenshot, a screenshot was taken, but includes extra parts of the screen, not just the output described in the instructions. Even you can look at the example right here of a screenshot. It doesn't have extra parts of the screen like your menu bar at the bottom. Can't tell you how many students lose points because they include the menu bar. We don't need to see the menu bar. That's not what we're doing right now. We're not looking at the menu bar. So we've taken a screenshot right now, and maybe we've already closed out a jump. So we're like, I got to go back through. No. We're going to fix the screenshot. To fix the screenshot, click the screenshot if you have extra components on it. And now we're going to click on picture format. Under picture format, we're going to go to crop, and then we're going to drag in this bar. Sure, I like doing it this way. We're going to go right to here. Then we're going to drag in this bar right to here. We're going to drag in this bar right to here. And we're dragging this bar right to there. And now we expand. And there you go. Is it perfect? Yeah, kind of. Not really. It's close to. So you want to make sure you get the required components of the screenshot and nothing extra. We have the random sample size. We can see the columns, and no graders should have a problem with this. Hopefully. Talk to me if they do. If you look at the rubric, once again, we have our name and everything at the top. I'm going to put these side by side so we can see it side by side. One sec. If I was a student and I know what instructors know, this is what I would do. I'd go to this rubric and I'd pretend I'm the grader. So if you look right here, all the required information is provided at the top of the document. As long as you fill this out, you're good to go on this. That's 2 points. A random sample was taken. The grader's going to look right here at this right here and see your random sample. So they're going to, you didn't do the 2000 and you didn't do something that doesn't match the instructions. You did 100 plus last two of your UTD. So you'd be good right here. Appropriate screenshot was taken. Screenshot does not contain extra components, and I turned in the work. I hope everyone sees right here, and we've only spent 8 minutes doing this assignment, and we've had a full walkthrough, and we've also talked about how to ensure you get the points. Here's the thing. Look at what the grader literally clicks those buttons. So the grader is going to click those buttons, and you want to make sure that you have the right things. So any questions in the chat on this? Did anyone get the assignment done? If you're here, it's not even 10:30. We're 25 minutes into office hours. We've installed Jump. We've done the first assignment. You can turn it in. Data analytics done, 25 minutes in, and we've also been chilling out a little bit. So any questions right now? Samantha or Adam or anyone else in the chat? Data analytics 1 should be done. A lot of people in class are saying, can we do data analytics 1? I'm like, we'll do it. Check out office hours. We'll throw it on office hours. We'll get it done. We got class time. We got to teach some stats. So this is a random sample. It just takes random rows, and we got a Charmander. We did. That's number 4. Good stuff. We might do some My Pearson, or if we have 320 here, anyone, we could do some coding. Everyone knows I love to code. Let's find out. Let's head back. Okay. Didn't log into Pearson. Who's here? 346 online, 77 async. I have 446. I have 423 Stat 1 students. 423. 423. Homework 1. I hope people aren't getting late penalties. Homework 1. I want to see 100 on that for everybody. So maybe I'll mention this. Let me mention one more thing. Let me do another segment. Okay. If you are working on chapter 1 homework or quiz, here's the good news. Yeah, you're gonna stop by office hours? Yeah, swing by. Thank you, Adam. If you are working on chapter 1 homework or quiz, then, and let me throw you some points. Here's the really good news. I have already done everything. Like Thanos said, everything. For the chapter 1 quiz and homework. I think we did the homework on, if you go right here. You can also search, if you go right here and go to the channel, like let's say you didn't know this, you could search right here and probably see, there's the recent video. There's 4 years ago. Was I doing it 4 years ago? 4 years ago. Oh, it might, we're searching, we gotta go to transcript now. YouTube has had so many new cool features. So let's see, retailers. I would just go to the recent video. Yeah. I don't know. 4 years ago. That is when I was teaching from my apartment. I can tell by the mic setup the way it's aligned. So, office hours, January 30th afternoon. Is that 2023 or 2024? Well, actually, it's 2023 because I've got this mic, and that's when I was in Texas with the mic, and I'm wearing my other ring too. So, yep, 2023. Here, watch. Let's click it. It's not going to say the date. Sure. Oh, there it is, 2023. So if you look, I did the full quiz a year and a half ago. I did the full quiz. So past Brian also did the full quiz. Looks like I've gotten some sun since then. It's just the lighting. Thank you to Haslam for the lighting. So if you want to see a different version of me doing the work, like with Ian Walker, you can see Ian Walker right here with long hair Brian. I think our camera's better now. Is it? Go back and forth. Yeah, I had done something with the color balances there. So talking through the problem, working through the problem, showing the notes. There you go. There's long hair Brian. But anyways, my point of this is, the point is, there is a video probably going over every question. If you go to the live right here, you can see years of videos. So if you go to office hours here, you can see what we covered recently, chapter 1 quiz. You can see the current one. I'll save it. Here's August 26 office hours. And you can go right here, see the homework help for, hey, Caitlin, how to fix code on Flextable. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make some cool Flextables next. Thank you. you're here. You get to pick what we do next. So once again, just showing Stat 201 and also 320. You see in-class quizzes for 320. So we covered a little bit about the in-class quizzes, talked about them a little bit, and also made a little bit. So we did a little bit of coding there. I should probably label it something different. Let's do some flex tables. Let's do it. Caitlin, good to see you there. Okay, getting the notes in here. Time for flex tables. BAS 320 flex tables. My eyes. Try to read it. BAS 320 flex tables in R. Okay, get our studio loaded up. I'll use different data than you're using. I can actually load in the Pokemon data. I think it's saved in my downloads. If not, I'll save it in the downloads. Let me see. Is it? I'm double checking where it's saved. CSV. Okay. Is it in download? Pokemon. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna work with Pokemon data for this because I like Pokemon. Okay. Here we go. I got a flex table pulled up, but I don't know how to change the title. Yeah. Let's take a look at that. Let's work on that together here. Here we go. So these are things that you're not going to do 320 that because I'm using a different file. I'm going to make a Pokemon data set, and I could send you this if you want. Read.csv Pokemon. And Katie, thank you for being here. Caitlin. Pokemon.csv. Now the reason this works is I already have Pokemon loaded in. So I now have the Pokemon data. It looks like an Excel data sheet, but this is a file in my downloads. This CSV file is in my downloads. I can send it to you if you want, but this would only work if you have the CSV file and then you say read my file, which just reads it, and then store into this object. I'm just gonna click a random thing apparently. So let me bring this back to here. There we go. I go by Katie. Awesome. Thank you, Katie, right there. Yeah, my eyes, I like look and I read like part of it and then my brain fills out the rest for me. I have a large language model brain. What if I'm just AI? Mubot should be saying hey there. Or I think if you say hello, he'll say hello. So Mubot should be there. He should be there somewhere. Somewhere, Mubot. Okay. With that, let's check this out and let's make a flex table. So I think one of the ones I've been talking about lately is doing things like maybe making a table of the values of attack power of Pokemon, doing a summary. Because when we do a summary of Pokemon attack power, it doesn't look pretty right there. That doesn't look pretty. It's just, you know, the values. So what I'm going to do is I kind of want to keep this structure to it. Because I know I've seen your work, Caitlin, and it's looking good. It's looking good. Like, we're just making things look prettier. I'm going to go here and I'm going to say to, I'm going to go to OpenAI. We're going to log in. And I've made flex tables before, but man, it just makes it go so quickly. Make this code in R super pretty in a flex table, but keep it in horizontal format. Okay. Wow. Oh, yeah. Right. I'll bring it over so you can see it. Make this code in R look super pretty, but keep it in horizontal format. Put it in a flex table where the headers have cool colors and borders. I was hitting Shift Enter right there. Shift Enter allows you to not hit Enter. A lot of people wonder how I do that. Like, how do you enter, but it didn't like send it? You hold Shift and then you hit Enter. Shift Enter will do that. So trick right there. Okay. So I gave it my code and Officer. I always forget what Officer does. I think it like does extra things to Flex Table. We could look up about the package Officer. Tell me what the package Officer is in R and give 3 reasons people would use it. So I'm going to look at what this, I just want to know what this is. So Officer is a package in R for creating and manipulating Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. Ooh, Office R. Office R, not Officer. Okay. Okay. So that's what it does. Here's the code up here, and that's a heck of a code. I probably have these installed. Here's what I would suggest doing is going into R, and anytime you install stuff, put it right here. It should run both lines. I have Flextable, I have Officer, and the reason I know I have them, I know I have Flextable. There's Flextable, and I didn't install them. Maybe I installed them. And I might have Office R, not Officer. And the way to check is type lib, hit enter, and then type Office. I don't have Office R. I do not, so we got to go install.packages. The reason I'm doing it down here at the bottom of the screen is because you never have to install things after you install them. So it's a one-off code, and don't restart. That's fine by me. The red text means something is installing to your computer. Don't be screwed. Office R, and it should run. And this is just a warning. I do not have the latest version of R. Everything's all right. So you want to run library up here to load up the functions that you have access to. And they've already run their library, so they're doing what I'm doing. So let's walk through this code and see what we get, and then we'll fix up your code, Katie, right there. Or let's take a look. So here we are with the code, and you know what? I'm gonna hop over here to the Discord, and you could probably just change the vector. So since you're working on this, I'm gonna send you this code to you because you asked. So there's every bit of code. If you look over there on the Discord, you now have all this code. And you could probably just change the vector. So someone else watching this is gonna have to write it out, but you're here. I know how to message you on Discord and just sent you all the code. So I'll show you what to change. Think about this. So think about this though. The first thing we're doing is creating the summary stats, right? And that's what you see right here. So if the rest of the code is contingent on summary stats, what is the only thing you need to change? The first thing we create is summary stats, and then the rest of the code is contingent on summary stats. So the first part of the code is built off of summary, like we create an object summary stats. So generate the summary stats and store into summary stats, and then the rest of the things use summary stats. We only need to change what? What is the only thing we need to change? So if everything's contingent on summary stats, we could change whatever we're doing here by changing what? See if you'll get it. And you get bonus points for guessing or for trying, even if you're not 201. So if everything down below here is contingent on summary stats, how could we get a different table for different summary stats? All we'd have to do is change what? Because this summary stats creates this, which then creates this. So it's all like contingent. Like this is the first thing you create. Yeah, if you just change, I could go here and just change this to defense, and then it would change the outputs of what I'm going to get. And this is the thing. Sometimes the AI doesn't know. The AI didn't know that we also need library, and this is crazy, dplyr. Now, if you don't have dplyr, do install.package dplyr. This error right here is because this operator is inside of the package dplyr. So I'm just going to run library dplyr. That loads up. Then I'm going to run this, run this, run this, run this. Set table font. Now here's AI. What are you doing to me? I am Googling set table font in R, and it's gtable. GT theme. What package is it in? We might remove that. GT theme for athletic. We might remove that. Okay. So we're going to probably remove that set table font. Where is it? Set table font. Here it is. Well, that's a bummer. Let's go, wait. Set table font. Set table font. Okay. So it looks like we're not going to get this font size thing right here. That's all right. Let's rerun it. Set border styles. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Are all these not there? Set border color. Okay. So now we've hit where the AI has really not helped us because all these functions don't exist. So I'm going to say a lot of the functions don't exist. I'm going back to the AI. I'm angry at it. I'm going to go back here and say a lot of the functions you gave me don't exist. Find what package this came from and make sure it is loaded. I'm guessing that all these are part of a package, And so the AI is pausing. We have stumped it. Wow. What have we done? What have we done? So while the AI is thinking for an hour, we're going to go to the flex table and take a look. Basically, we were trying to add things onto the flex table. So flex tables are tables that you can kind of grow and create new borders. And I should take more time and learn how to do them individually. But we're going to go ahead here and just remove out all this extra stuff just to see how it looks. That worked. Here's our flex table. And you know what? Caitlin, is this an all right? Tell me if somebody had this in a report right here. I'm not even kidding. And is this an all right summary of data? If someone were to put this in a report, is that I mean, look at that. Is that an okay? It says statistic, which those are statistics. That's what those are. And we could look at how this is labeled, but yes, I'll send you this code right here, Caitlin. You're here. I would say that's all right. And here's the thing. All you need to change about this code, so if someone really wants, they can start writing all this code. You don't really need to write all the comments too, but all you really need to change is what are you doing a summary of? So that is all you'd have to change. And now we can try to make it look pretty. Let's go back to the AI, see what it's doing. Oh, okay. We installed Flextable. Okay, it's saying I'm going to actually make it cool now. Okay, you really think... Maybe I didn't... No, we made a flex table, so it should be there. I'll run library flex table again. Okay, should be loaded. Let's see if this runs. That is weird. I've done it before. I've asked it to make flex tables, and it's really pulling functions that don't exist. Set... So let's see if it's set in here. Okay, that looks right. See, that's flex table. Set table properties. That exists. Set header background color. That doesn't exist. Header. No. See, that's where it breaks. So maybe try, yeah! Let's try that. Let's go over to UTverse and say, this code for flex table doesn't work. Fix it up. Some of the functions aren't found. Katie, I like that. That's worth some points right there. Okay, let me get UTverse going right here. We need AI inception. Can UTverse fix up the issues we have? We're loading up UTverse right now. We're going to try to get it fixed. And here we go. New chat. Okay. This chat GPT code is broken. UTverse is better. I know it and can fix it. Make this code work to make the flex table. Some of the functions were not found. It's probably gonna say, oh, you probably didn't run the run flex table. Oh, that's some different stuff. Okay. It's going crazy right here. And then we say, return all the code in one chunk. So a chunk of code is like a box of code. So now I'm saying just, hey, give all that code to me in one chunk. So I can go up here, click this. It did officer 2. It's giving it fake data frame. So we don't want this fake data frame because that's not what we're doing. We're going to go here after it makes the flex table. And it has made the flex table, it made a data frame. Okay. Okay, and then we've already made ours right here. So let's see. We're going to grab this code. We'll see if it works. Grab that code. And we already have our flex table created. So right here with this code, we have a flex table. Looks like that over on the right. Now we're going to go down here and replace code. Okay. So if you look, we're overwriting flex table at all times. This code right here, set header labels, is going to change. So you might want to do the header labels. That looks to be what you need to do right here. So watch this. The set header labels is, so Katie, does this make sense? Or Katie, you want to do set header labels for the flex table this equals this, this equals this. And I think, because that's not the original name, is it? Let's try this. See what happens. Sure. And then let's look. Yeah. Interesting. So I don't know. It looks like you can just do the first thing, the second thing. So you can just do each column. Does that make sense? So Katie right there, I think that's going to do it for you, is if you do this. And you can also isolate your screenshot, I think, for yours if you want to do just a certain portion. So you can then do, I want to work on this flex table, set the headers, and change those things there to stat. And can you send me that code? Yeah. So you'll have 3, though. Yours will have 3. Because you have, I saw 3 headers. We could also say how to remove a column, like how to remove the first column. Like let's ask UTverse, say, because I think you need to remove the first column. How would I remove the first column of a flex table and only return columns 2 and 3? So we want to remove the first column. So you think of what you're doing right here is you're just taking out one column. It's making a fake data set right here, and we can look at the code for this. So it's going to get down to where it's removing the column here. You can stop. You can stop. Sure, keep going. So the removal of the column happens, add custom borders, remove borders. We don't care about that. Where's removing the column? Did you continue typing on me? Oh, right here. It's doing it at the start. It's removing column 1 right here. So that's where it did it. It took its table and did full table -1. So if you go to your flex table, you might need to send me your code. I might need to look at it and do send me your code, but you'd have to overwrite what you have. Like for us, I'll show you how mine would look. If I go back to mine and do the same procedure of removing it, which we'll rewrite it here in a second. I should be able to go to flex table and go to -1 and then incorrect dimensions. It's mad at me. There's the flex table. You really can't do that on a flex table? Oh, probably have to do it before. You have to do it in the summary. Yeah, the summary. Yes. Okay. The summary's been made a data frame right here. Yes. So here you would have to do it summary data frame and summary data frame minus rows columns. And now you just get that right there. Does that make sense, Katie? Is that this is the way it looks with some of the code I've sent you. I know I sent you a lot of code. Yeah, and I'll show you a trick right here. If you try, send it to me one more time. Send me your code one more time, but I'm gonna show you a trick. When you type your code to me, do this. Before typing it, type backtick, 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 which is up here on the very left side of your keyboard. It's right next to 1. And then type R, and then go here and start typing code. And then at the end, do backtick, backtick, backtick. That'll do a code chunk. And then I can copy the code chunk. If you notice how I'm sending you those right there, and it tells it that this is like our code right here. So like if I paste this into there, you'll see it looks like a code chunk. And so try sending me it again real quick, because that allows me to copy it easier. And I can take a look here in a little bit. And thank you for working on this right here. And I can help clean up that one table. So don't spend an hour working on that one table. See if you can get things changed. Yes, I'm not going to put your code on the screen here because it's your code. But if you notice, now I can see it like code and good stuff right there. So that actually looks like code. I think you hit enter on the R. So the R got on the first line. So the R wouldn't go on the first line. The R, and don't worry, you don't have to resend it. The R would go right there. The R wouldn't go on the first line right here because the R tells it that it is R code. So it says like this chunk is an R code chunk. And then that R thinks the R is a part of the code. And then it'll highlight the code cool. So thank you, Katie right there. So let's see if I got anything worth value on this. We've already set the headers. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not going to use this, so we could comment it out. And here is the summary. Ooh, is not data frame. Oh, flex table into data frame. Oh, we weren't using that. That's an old thing. And you want to look at it each time you do it. So now I'm going to append onto this a flex table at the end so I can see what's going on. And the reason I'm doing this is if you append code, it'll run the code also. So this little semicolon also runs the code. And can you see what each code is now doing? This is what you want to kind of take note of. and it even gives you comments. But look at my flex table as it changes right here. So you ready? The first thing is my flex table right here looks like this. We're gonna go all the way back to the start. Here is my flex table to begin with, like that. Now we have it so it's statistics and value, good stuff. Then here we go to the autofill. It now looks like this, so it's a little wider. You're right. Here we go. Thank you, Katie, right there. So once again, from the start, we stored our summary statistics into an object. We turned it into a data frame. We then have it stored as a flex table. We then look at the flex table. There's the flex table. We then reset the titles right here, the column headers, which they kind of were what they were already, so we're good. And then next, we're going here and we're auto-filling it in. That just allows us to look at it. Next, we're going to look at the background color of the header is changed. Next, we're changing the color of the header. Next, we're changing it to bold on the header. And then we are removing something, remove border on it. So let's see what that did. Okay, neat. Then we're adding a border style up, and that's where it breaks. So we don't actually have to do this FP border. Oh, it's right there. Could not find function FP border. So let's go here and go officer. Okay, it found it. That's really weird. We had to use the call. Could I use my flex table to make task A to make a bar chart? Yeah, and then let's do bar chart next. So I wouldn't do a bar chart of it because it's more a summary of quantitative data. Good questions, Katie, right there. We'll make a bar chart next of categorical data. So let's do that next here. And here we are with the now save. And there, ooh. Does this look pretty good right here? How's this looking? And last but not least, we should round the numbers to, I'd say, 2 decimals. So we're almost done. I know, right? And now let's say, what code would round all numbers in a flex table to 2 numbers? Just give a short output changing the object FT. Okay. So I just wanted to give a very short output, rounding everything to 2 digits, and you see column format double, and double's like double decimal precision, which is a way we use data. It's like a format of data. And now we're overwriting it, and we go right there, and we're good. This is our picture. We will go to export, save as image. I'm going to save it on my computer, and I'm going to save it as rplot23. And let me go grab it. I'm going to put it in a Word document. I think it went to downloads, right? rplot23. Okay, we're almost there. And then let's go make a bar chart. Wait, where'd my Word document go? Went all the way here. I think I got it. Okay. Here we go. Is there a way you could send me your code with the last adjustment made? Yeah, you were here. Tell people, come to office hours. Brian, so this is a lot of code. It's got the comments too, I think. It's got a lot of comments. This is a ton of code. And don't let it overwhelm you. Try to look at each part. And don't think everything has to be perfect for the class. Things should be nice. They don't have to be perfect because there is no perfect. Let me explain. Here's what I'm thinking right now. This is what I want you to know. These show the 3 different styles of work that we have in our class. This first image right here at the very top, this first image is what I don't want. If you do the first image, you're probably going to make C's in the class. If you do this and you give me output like that, you're going to get C's. This output right here, if you organize it nice and neat in a report, you could make A's. This is A. I mean, I would change the decimals. It might be A minus. The only thing to me right there is the decimals. Like, is it super pretty? No. But the decimals is the only, like, let's work on those decimals. Like, this one has the decimals right. This one has a little decimal issue, but looks nicer. That's the A plus. Someone might even format, I don't know, I like it all in the same format to show it's all taken to the same precision. But this right here, this image, I guess we might need to picture format. It took extra areas on the side. We might crop it down a little bit. So that way when we put it in a document, So you don't want to just like put, you know, and then you write the words around it. You make it look nice and neat. And you can tell this person right here, if they're turning in work that looks like this, you can tell that they know how to present information. And that's what we're going for. We're going for, could you make nice, neat graphics that look like this? And you can just compare right here the two graphics. Let's do a bar chart here with the time we have left. But you can see the worlds of difference between the biggest jump in quality is from the top to these down here. It's like, don't turn in the top stuff. So anyways, if you got something more towards the left, that's great. If you get something more like this, it's even better. Just make sure things are labeled properly, and then you can explain them. Let's do a bar chart. Hop over to UTverse. So there's actually some easy commands. I don't use UTverse and all the time. We're going to go to ggpubr. There's ggpubr. ggpubr is ggplot2 based on publication ready plots. And if you don't have it, make sure to go down here to the bottom and do install.packages ggpubr. Does that make sense, Katie, right there? So you want to install.packages ggpubr, and I'm going to hang out for a little bit more. Let me put another note in the notes that I'm losing it. Here we go. And so really cool Flextables right there. And 56, 53, BAS320, and Barcharts in R. Okay. So ggpubr has really cool stuff. You can type ggpubr and go in here and do ggbarchart, bar plot right there. I have to go to campus. Awesome. If you have to come back, that's great. And thank you so much, Katie, right there. I'll be teaching here. You're probably having a class 2 coming up. And I haven't used it lately, but we're going to go here to Pokemon. And in the Pokemon, we're going to go down here to, it's character stuff. Our data hasn't been cleaned yet. Well, let's see. You're welcome, Katie. I'm going to go here. You can always do question mark. I've been relying too much on UTverse and chat GPTs and stuff. I've been cheating. We did a question mark, and there's always example code at the end. It's doing the data has already been organized for it. So it's using pre-organized data, and here's where it's making it. So you know what I might do? I might just ask UTverse to do it for me. So we've got type.1. So let's say Pokemon and type.1. There's the data. And it should be a factor. It's not. We're going to cheat because we only got a little bit of time. I do love ggpubr. Take the following vector in R and make 4 amazing bar charts using different packages. Make sure they are all super cool with neat rainbow colors. Research Pokemon to make sure the graphic has proper titles. This is a Pokemon data set analyzing the type of Pokemon a Pokemon is. Do it right. I'll be nice. AIs are going to start hating me. Command enter right there. All right. I need to head to class. Nice job, Samantha. Have a great day too. Here we go. We got some ggplot2. Oh, it's making its own data. Don't do that. It's using Plotly. Plotly's super cool. Plotly's interactive graphics. I might click that one. High chart. I think I've seen some high chart. I think I have. Hachu. Using Lattice. I don't use Lattice much. So I'm getting to see different things I don't usually do. Hopefully, class is coming up here soon, so take a look at a few of these. Okay. So I'm going to go to the Plotly one. Are you done? Are you done? I was a silent viewer, but this helped so much. Hey, Pooja, good to see you there. You're welcome. And ask any questions. Glad this helps so much. That's exactly what we're going for. So that's what we want. We want this to help. We want students to be here and be like, yes, I'm learning. Okay, so this might do it. Let's grab this one. Okay. I have to load library Plotly, which I already have. Make sure to install Plotly if you don't have it. We've got the figure right here. Is it going to load? Type counts not found. Dun, dun, dun. Where's type counts? Where's type counts? Oh, there it is right here. Length, type counts. Oh, did it create that object? Really? Really? Here it is right here. Okay. So it created something in another chunk. Of course, it's going to do that to me. Type counts. Pokemon is piped into count of type 1. Arrange it. Oh, ooh. That's neat. So it just made it... Wow, I didn't know you can make a table that fast. Well, I'll be. And what we could do here is we could only take the top 8, and there's the top 8. So I then piped it into a function called head, which took the top 8 right there, and yeah, good stuff. So now we should be able to run this because we have type counts right here, which was created by the other chunk, and it runs. And then this is the titles, and then this is the graphic. Do it. Yes. And this is an interactive graphic that you could put into your document. There you go. Interactive graphic. Let me say, I really love this code. Say, wow. Cool. This code was amazing. I need you to make sure, how many bars do we have? We have 8 because I did top 8. Need you to make sure all 8 bars are different colors and are sorted from most common to least common. Okay. So let's see. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, we're using UTverse. Yay, hey, UTverse. So now, okay. Is it? It's doing a lot. I just want to take this down here. You can run the full thing, but stop it. You gave me the code. I don't need to see the comments. I'll figure it out. Very nice of you to tell me what your code does. And so ensure that there are at least 8 types for demonstration purposes. You ran a bunch of ifs. Okay, so this might do it. And it's using a rainbow palette, so that's good. We'll put the code down here so we can keep that old code too. Fig. It did it. It did it. You could put this into an HTML document. So what you could do is you could take this code. I'm going to show you. I'll take the full code. And you could go up here to plus and then go to our markdown. And in our markdown, make an HTML document and call this Pokemon Research. And we're going to go Pokemon Research. We're going to click OK. And here's our Pokemon Research document. And then you could just take and put this into here. There's all that. I think we have, yes, we've got that. We need this code right here. And we also need Pokemon is loaded in from read.csv, quote, Pokemon.csv, the file I have on my computer. And now we try to knit and knit to HTML. So we'll knit right here. Knit to HTML. And we'll call it Pokemon. And here we go. We're knitting away. Could not find function count. Really? Really? Where's count at? Is it dplyr? It's dplyr. It's dplyr. When you knit, you reset R. So 1 second here. Knit HTML. Now it's doing it. You can turn in HTML documents into your report. There you go. Imagine for your company you uploaded interactive graphics. I'd be honored if people were using HTML in the class. You can even like zoom in on this, whatever you want to do. This is an interactive graphic. And yeah, so you could turn this in. We'd need to clean it up a little bit, clean it up, remove things out of it. I can show you how to do that. This is not cleaned up, but I have literally made an interactive graphic right here. And you could also just go back. I need to go to class here in a moment and go over here to your table you created. I've got so much stuff that I need to clean this up. 2 seconds. Clean this up. Clean this up. Clean this up. I don't want to see table. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. That's just printing the table each time. Delete that. That looks good. That looks good. Cool. And then you go back to your document. You go here and say cool table. I'd say more than cool table. And then you add in an R chunk, and cool table. You can actually search your whole document like that. And go down here, drop in the cool table, cross your fingers, knit to HTML. We have to make sure we close out. Oh, cool table. There you go. Now, once again, and I should show this if you're still watching, I hope it's helping out. You'd want to go here and go to show output only. So apply that, show output only. And here, show output only. Oops, show output only. Apply. And I think we have two of them. Let's knit it again. We're cleaning it up. You know what to do. It doesn't take long to clean it up. There you go. And these are other things. We want to remove the warnings, show warnings. All right, let's do it. I got moments. Show warnings, false. Apply, show messages, false. Click here, show warnings, false. Show messages, false. Apply. Where's that second table at that we're getting? It's this. We're just printing the fig again right there, so let's not. And now we knit. There we go. This output's not as good. We can make that better. There we go. We have now created a document right here with a interactive graphic and a nice table. And we could start formatting it. And there's lots of things you can do. I don't make a ton of HTML documents. So if you turn an HTML document with interactive graphics, and it's not the prettiest document in the whole world, but you got interactive graphics. I mean, people love some interactive graphics. Ooh, hover over it. Ooh, so pretty. You ever think you'd be making these? I never thought I'd be making them so quickly. But that's what we can do. I used to have to know what's possible. As soon as I saw Plotly, I was like, yeah, I want to go interactive web graphics. That's what I want to do. I just have to know that it's available and it's possible. With that, end of office hours. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.
Hey Brian, what's up?
Hey, Adam.
Oh, what's this?
Adam, what are you doing? Adam.
No!